Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another KPC Weekend Live, where I do my solo lives. I was supposed to do one yesterday. Actually, I haven't set whether it's like Saturday or Sunday regularly, but here I am. It's actually Monday morning, 3 a.m. here in South Korea, Seoul, which is technically a Sunday to most of y'all, or like just a weekend yet. So I hope this is a good time for you. In today's live stream, as I said in the wait, am I live again? Because YouTube always messes up. I just saw it refresh right now. Anyways, welcome back to another KPC live, weekend live, where I do solo lives. This is it's Monday 3 a.m. in the morning in South Korea right now. I hope it's a good time for you. Let me know which time zone or which country y'all are watching from. And as I've mentioned in the title, today I'm going to be talking a little bit about how effed up the situation is with K-media regarding, the biggest celebrity out here in Korea. There's a reason I didn't actually type his name in the title, and I'm not going to, nor am I going to make a thumbnail dedicated for it or anything else. I'll tell you the reason a few moments later. Let's just discuss that for a few minutes, and then afterwards, the weekend lives are supposed to be fun ones, just like chill, laid back talking sessions with you guys. All our toppings. If you've ever wondered, the KPC channel has their fandom name. It's called The Toppings. You can choose whatever topping you want to be like. So after giving you my short opinion about the whole messed up situation, I'm going to be talking a little bit about how my birthday is approaching. So it's the 26th here in Korea right now. So in 3 days, August 29th is my birthday, Holy David's birthday. Just kidding. But yeah, so I'm going to be talking about my plans for my birthday and maybe do some ideation, brainstorming with you guys. Get some ideas on what you guys do on your birthdays, such and such. Maybe compare cultures between your countries and Korea's way of celebrating birthdays, all that. And lastly, I was like, what should I talk about? I mean, I don't even know if I'm going to talk about this or not, but if we have extra time, if we have more time left, I'll be talking about the recent series, the K-drama or K-show series I've watched on Netflix recently. One is Wonderland and one is Frog, which was very impressive and interesting in my opinion. So I've watched those recently, so I'll give you my reviews on it. And yeah, for thorough reviews, I think I might include them in my Patreon podcast. Not sure, but anyways, yeah, I see a lot of you in the chat. Welcome everybody. Let me just read some chats. Hello, Latris. Yes, it's Cowboy David today because I didn't wash my hair. Just kidding. I did wash my hair, but I came to the studio very early and I stayed here for the whole day. How sad, right? It's a Sunday, but I'm in the studio all by myself and I felt like my hair wasn't up to my standards, so I was like, let me put on a nice cowboy hat. Hello, Sam. Hello, Rania. Howdy, Simpleton. 11 a.m. in California, watching from Algeria. 11 a.m. in LA. Hello, Monica. 2109 in Romania. From Finland, hello. Kentucky, hello, Kathleen. Panama. Maryland, my hometown. Sayanda, 2 p.m. in Atlanta, Georgia. Dallas, 1 p.m. 12 at Colorado, 7 p.m. in the UK. Pennsylvania, The Bard, 6 p.m. in Sweden. Happy early birthday. Thank you, Tina Bean. We have big parties, Hispanic. Yeah, we can talk about that. Singapore, 2 a.m. in the morning. Love the hat. Yes. Shout out to Ross for the hat. 11 a.m. in California. 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 슈가 때문에 속상해서 잠이 안 오네요. 아, 저도 속상합니다. Happy advanced birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you, Lei. So everybody's watching from a lot of, San Antonio. Wow. Unique location. I've been there. 8:12 p.m. in Italy. Arizona. 8 p.m. in Denmark. Good afternoon from Michelle from Canada. So, as you can see, we have a very global audience here from all the continents out there, and I definitely see that this is a very European-friendly time. Probably you guys are out and about in the sun, or I don't know, enjoying your evening, your weekend evening before you go back to another work day. But I appreciate y'all if you could just press that like button before we go, and I appreciate you for watching the stream. And yeah, South Africa, Casablanca, wow. Argentina, 3 p.m. Hello. I always get pretty hungry in the morning, so I'm just gonna eat this for a while. And howdy from Texas. Hello. How have y'all been? So, Sunday has passed. It's technically Monday here. A full work day ahead, work day and work weekday. A new week ahead of myself. Last week was very hectic. I had a lot of stuff to do, especially apply for like a government project and connected to Pedo. So yeah, last week was very, very busy. I think I pulled 2 all-nighters last week, and I slept here for like 3 days. So definitely was a very, very busy week. Also, let me know if the audio quality is okay, because I mean these mobile mics, wireless mics, they're very handy, they're very comfortable, but I've been hearing some complaints about the audio quality in general. My pleasure. I try to accommodate everybody's time schedule. So, do you feel my love? Streaming at 3:15 a.m. in the morning for you? A Sunday to Monday day? Who else streams at this time? Audio's great. Checking in for New York. Yes, Scott. Loud and clear on your end. Okay. I'll just finish this and get in, because today I want the stream to be a little bit shorter than usual as well too, because it was a long week and I feel like, you know, I might want to go home at least and get some nice like 5 to 6 hours sleep before I get to another week of work. Audio's echoing? Oh no. Well, some people say it's good, some people say it's echoing. I just realized that you can't really just satisfy everybody in terms of audio. 핫바다. 매운맛입니다. This is a sausage bar. You usually get these in like, what do you call them? Highway stops, gas stops. Oh! 3-second rule. But they sell them in convenience stores too, and nowadays I'm doing intermittent fasting. Well, I broke the chain right now, but my trainer said this, like a protein bar or a hot bar at the middle of the night, if you're too hungry, if you do have to do work until like the morning, that much is okay. So yeah, he was like, if you want to get anything during the night and you can't bear the hunger, at least get something protein. And so that was my choice. You go to convenience stores and they have like these wide selection of sausages and hot bars, and so I guess it's like in English hot bars. That's why we call it hot bar. 300 people watching. Welcome, welcome everybody. Smash that like button for me. And before we go on, if you appreciate this stream and you want to support it, PayPal, buy me a coffee, Patreon, everything is appreciated. They're in the links below and in the pinned comment. I've been pushing buy me a coffee nowadays because I've noticed PayPal is only enabled for like mostly Americans and even some people that have like credit cards that don't work via PayPal. There have been some issues, but I guess buy me a coffee is like a more universal platform. But yeah, would appreciate if you can support. And where was I getting to? So yeah, convenience stores has a wide variety of hot bars, and yeah, they have like garlic taste, they have like truffle taste, hot taste like spicy, original sausage. They have chili, chili pepper taste. They have what do you call it? Chicken breast. They have pork. They have beef. And I usually just go for the cheapest one because protein is protein. I guess like the chicken breast is more expensive, but it doesn't taste as good. These ones, obviously, it's probably processed, so it's not that good for your health. But protein is protein, and that much processed meat is not gonna kill me. So yeah, so I got a 1+1 deal. Like, I go to the convenience store often nowadays because of the living cost and food costs. Like, inflation has driven everything up, even in Korea. I know how it is in America. I don't know how it is in Europe, but I suppose it would be pretty much the same globally. Right now, the food cost and everything is just, crazy in Korea. I think it's a little bit okay, still okay compared to the US, regarding that we don't have tips and extra taxes, and the inflation rate isn't like that much. So a regular meal, a nice little meal, not anything extravagant, just like, I guess, a bowl of rice with some soup, with some panchans, or maybe a noodle with some dumplings. That would be, I would say, $10 per meal. If you go to a cheap option, and that's where I usually go to with Jin, my coworker, and Anna after streams. And I have to admit though, like, if you eat out every single time, and if it's $10 each per meal, multiply that for like at least 2 meals per day and 5 days a week, because you're probably at home during the weekends. So that's like already 10 meals per week, and you got like 4.5 weeks. So that's like 45 to 50. Multiply that with 10, because it's the average cost is $10. But usually if you get like a Coke or a side, it goes up to like 11, 12. So I would say the average food cost for just like eating out as an individual, with an affordable option, it would cost you like 500 to 600. Yeah, so I mean, that is also like, compared to like your situations, I don't know, but like regarding the income, the average income in Korea, $600 per month for food cost is a lot, I would say, and it is kind of a burden. So I try to save up on food costs. So not only myself, but there have been a lot of articles on the news about office workers or just, you know, people in general that they have started going to convenience stores more often. And while it is sad because convenience stores are normally, they don't have very healthy food, they have like very ready-made, handy, convenient food. A lot of them is processed, but they do come out in like good varieties. Like they have lunch boxes, they have like the meat bars, they have the cup noodles, instant noodles, and all that. And they're definitely cheaper. While it is sad, it can be a very economic decision. So a lot of employees and just workers nowadays are going to convenience stores during lunch or dinner because they want to save on food costs. And that's the case for me as well, because like if I'm not that hungry, if it's not a special occasion, like, you know, I just want to get back to work directly right after a quick meal. There's a convenience store like 5 minutes away from this place, so I just go there. And the good thing is, if you have a budget of like $10 per meal, let's say like you get a bowl of rice and just a nice meal, with that $10, the same $10, you go to the convenience store. What I can get with that $10 is like actually quantity wise twice of what I would get from like a normal restaurant, because there's a lot of 1+1 deals in convenience stores. So I've never bought anything that is not 1+1 or 2+1 in a convenience store. Everything I buy is always 1+1 or 2+1. So in the case for the hatba, I got like a 1+1 deal for that. In the case for this zero soda, I got a 1+1 deal for that. In the case for these two yogurts, I got a 1+1 deal for that. And I got some like onigiri, 삼각김밥, triangular kimbap. And I got a cup noodle, which was 2+1. And all of that just cost $8, because, you know, this is like $1.7. This would be like 1.5, and then the cup noodles would be like 2+1, so it's like 3.5, and then there's like the triangular, and then the hot bars, they would be like, I don't know, 3 or something. So yeah, you have a whole bag with you when you come, and then because I have my mini fridge over there, I can put in like the leftover stuff, and then it just piles up and up and up. And like in the long run, you look at the fridge and you have like excessive food. So way more affordable, but I guess I doubt it'd be healthier. Yeah, so that's my life nowadays. I prefer the convenience store a lot, and it's also fun because there's a wide variety of things. Like if you've been to Korean convenience stores, there's like so much to pick from. There's always like new brands, new things popping up. So I like to try new taste. The ramen I tasted today was like garlic oyster flavor, and it was pretty good. The one I got with it yesterday was green chili pepper and what was it? I don't know, something like that. It was okay. Yeah, so okay, let me read some comments. Oh, I see a lot of happy birthdays. Audio is clear. Thank you. Convenience store. Yes. Happy birthday. Thank you, Gisela. Thank you, V Moon, Child Turret, Chuckle. Yeehaw, Dave, Devin. Thank you. Thank you, Brenda. Caroline. Thank you. AZ and AZ. Thank you. Rohit, thank you. Cowboy, nice look. Saritha, thank you. I'll join you in the convenience store around 7-Eleven, or is there one you can suggest? In Korea, it's either CU, GS25, Emart, or 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven is technically Japanese, so I refrain from using it. There used to be Family Mart too, but CU bought the Family Mart chain in Korea, and they just switched it up all to CU. So CU is a Korean brand, and CU is very clean and nice. GS20, all the Korean convenience stores are very clean and nice. Emart has some really like top-notch services, and these convenience store brands each have their own PB products, personal brand. What do you call it? Yeah, I think it's personal brand products, which means they have like their own like Emart ramen or CU ramen or GS ramen. So it's always like very fun. They do like collabs with celebrities or star chefs and make like new lunchbox sets and all that. So it's very fun to go to convenience stores, in my opinion. I always get like this fluttering feeling whenever I'm going to a convenience store. I'm like, what should I try out today? Like, what's going to be the new ramen? What's going to be the new snack that's come out? They have their new flavors for popcorn and snacks every single time I go. Nowadays, I've been a little bit addicted to truffle tastes. So, truffles are expensive. So obviously it's not the actual expensive truffle. They're getting like extracts of the truffle taste, and they're putting it onto chips or ramen as well. And like, as I said, the meat bars. So it tastes really good. Is 1+1 buy one get one free? Yes. So if you go to convenience stores, you will see the tags that have 1+1 or 2+1 on it. And that means if you buy this one, you will get one for free. If you buy two, you will get one more for free. Yes. Seven-Eleven is Japanese owned, yes. Do you like Idea or Tusum? I don't really like neither, but my friend owns an Idea, so I would go for Idea. And also, the first Idea ever was opened in front of my university campus, so okay. Pastel Paradise, happy birthday. I hope you do something special for yourself. Yeah, let's talk about that a little later after talking about Suga. So okay, we're almost at 400 people. I think we're good to go. It's the 22-minute mark. Before we go on, just lend me 3 minutes of your time, because as you might know, I have my own brand called Pedo. It's a site where we curate and sell authentic Korean products you cannot get from anywhere else on Amazon or Etsy or whichever. These are all like independent brands and small brands that have craftsmanship, that work. Those are works from local artisans, and they work really hard to deliver quality. And for this week, what we want to promote is the, where is it? Where did it go? Yeah, it's the Joseon Norige Nubi bag. It's from Chashigan. It's from our beloved special tea brand. And we're doing a pre-sale over here, so you can get a special 10% discount. And it's a bag. You can see it in the background of my studio right now. Jerry, our friend, did a model shoot for us. But you can get the bag over here. It's quilted in traditional style, very inspired by traditional style, all the curves and stuff. You can get the attachments. They are called noriges. They're usually attached to Korean hanboks, but they are good ornaments to add to your bags. So we have 20 days left of pre-sale. So far, we've gotten over like 30 sales. So it's going really good. The owner of the company, Chashigan, is really satisfied with the sales and the pre-sales. And the reason we're doing a pre-sale is because these independent brands, when they want to launch new products, if they don't have the funding, they cannot go on with it because, you know, the funds take a lot to produce like hundreds of bags, right? So these pre-sale and crowdfunding methods are used very commonly among like local brands, that small brands that want to launch a new line. So I guess we're helping local small brands as well. And you can check out like the modern interpretation of traditional curves, luxurious 100% cotton, eco bag, practical standard size, like you can fit in MacBooks and all that inside here. The charm of the gentle unadorned curves of the white porcelain moon jars, the beauty of naturally raised curves of Hanog and all that kind of stuff. So you can see the whole story over here. This is how it looks like, so it goes well with your daily look, whichever kind of clothes you are wearing. So I highly recommend you checking it out. Or if you think you don't want the bag itself, but you want this little cute decoration for your own bag or your own, I don't know, whichever, you could attach it to your keys, or yeah. So go check it out. You can see like women actually wearing it over here, pictures like that. Tell me what you think about it in the comments. Let me actually show you how it is packaged and sent to you. So this is the Chashigan package for you. It's a very premium looking package. Authentic Korean tea, Chashigan over here. And you pull it out like that. You have a sturdy little paper box. Thanks over here. And if you open it, you will see the bag very neatly packaged inside. And you can see this, in this case it's the green norige, but you can choose purple, pink, whatsoever. And you get a little postcard, a cute postcard you can put on the back, like your desk or wherever, your wall. I think I have a postcard of my own over there. I think you can't see it, but it's neatly packed, neatly folded like this, and you can get it. So yeah, go check it out. Go check it out, guys. And that was actually for Anna, but she didn't take hers last time. She forgot, so I'll have to give it to her tomorrow. But here we have the real deal, the real thing. Look how cute it is, right? You have the norige over here. So let's put it like this, and you're done. Yeah. Oh, there's a little bit of something here. I need to just wipe that off, but yeah. Go check it out. Something was on the floor, I guess. Go check it out. Very, very sturdy and very spacious. So yeah. Oh my god, first time catching it live. Hello, hello. Can you attach it to your clothes? As long as you have like a clip on or like a little knot. Yeah, really cute bag. Thank you. Thank you, Carmen. Happy birthday, my gift to you. I'll watch all the publicity on this live from start to finish. Thank you. Okay, Tiza is asking, I'm confused what happened to Suga. So, before we go on, as I said in the start of the live, this is going to be a very brief opinion and I guess update about what's happened to Suga throughout the time frame of, I guess, like a week. And I want to make it brief. I want to keep it low-key. That's why I didn't even put his name on the title. I didn't even put him on the thumbnail or anything. I just wanted it to be within you guys and myself. And I felt like it would be weird if I don't say anything about it after, covering the updates throughout the last live streams. Where we're seeing some kind of like end here finally. So yeah, I think this is going to be my final live where I just mentioned the incident. The reason I want to keep it low key is because everybody has realized at this point that whatever Army says, whatever Suga says, it's always just spiraled into hate and a negative narrative or angle, and it just spirals out, blown out of proportion. So, yeah, let's just keep it among ourselves. I'll just tell you my opinion. I'm not even going to show the content of the details because I don't want to show the unfortunate picture. My heart was torn apart when I was seeing him in front of those journalists. That was just crazy. So I just don't want those pictures to be seen anymore. Like, we need to move on. Hopefully, some good news comes out soon. Jin's new show is going on, so all the positivity Army can do, I hope that can cover up this whole thing and just blow it off. But yeah, anyways, and yeah, I felt like I should address this today because, oh my gosh, from last live stream, I do read your comments and I saw a lot of hate towards Anna, which I think is undeserved. She was just stating her opinion. She wasn't throwing any hate at all. I know Anna for a fact, and she is Army after all. Whether you believe it or not, as I've always said, there are levels of Army. There are casual listeners, there are very dedicated Army, there are very zealous Army, there are armies with different stances. There's K-Army, so not everybody's going to have a unified front. So anyways, despite that, I saw that a lot of you were like, oh, please don't discuss this with Anna together. And while I, respect her as a co-host of the regular live streams on Tuesday, I felt like the negativity would pile up anyways. So I was like, okay, let's just solo this thing, tell you guys my opinion, and move on with it. Let's not create any more things for these haters to munch on or anything. So yeah, I got stressed with the comments too. So you got to go easy on us and Anna as well. So anyways, what happened is it's been a whole shit show. It's been a whole circus for a month, I would say. I don't even remember when this actually occurred. So Suga was driving his electric scooter or kickboard, whatever you want to claim it, whatever the media wants to claim it. Let's just get over with it. Yeah, so there was an apology from Haim, there was an apology from Suga initially, and then all the news started just sharking on it, and they just made the thing bigger and bigger, and because it was BTS, there was massive attention on it, and there was a whole smear campaign. There were antis trying to take him down, antis sending out flowers for him to exit the group and all that. And there was the media, which is the biggest problem, which is when I just think about it, it just stresses me out. Especially JTBC. Yeah, JTBC needs to be called out for sure. They are the biggest perpetrator among all media out there. So they provided wrong footage, wrong CCTV footage, and then the media also circulated that as the official footage out there. And then JTBC put out an apology. Oh, we're sorry, and then that was it. And yeah, and then they just waited for the actual investigation to happen. So it took I think a week or more than 10 days for the for Suga to get summoned or set an appointment with the police, Yongsan police station. And we all hoped that he would not have to experience the photo line. If you can see my last live stream's title, I was fingers crossed, please no photo line, because we all dreaded the outcome of what would happen if Suga were to be in front of that photo line. And while there were optimistic anticipations of a lot of people saying that, there's no obligation for him to go under photo line. The Yongsan police station said they wouldn't necessarily make a photo line, but we all had our suspicions, and probability wise, we all kind of suspected that the media, the journalists themselves, would create a artificial photo line of themselves. And from what I've seen, like, they basically barricaded the entrance of the police station like 48 hours before. So what I recall is 48 hours before the actual summoning, there were already journalists over there. Someone spread false news that Suga was going to come in the station like at that day, the day before, and then that was proven to be false. That was debunked by Hybe, and then they said actually we're going to do it tomorrow or something like that. So they just stayed there for the whole time. They were not risking the chance to miss that good tea for them. They were ready to eat that meat. And it was just so sad because as much as I hate that narrative about, like, what about this? What about the first lady? What about the baseball player? What about this? What about more important? Like, what about a sex offender? What about that? As much as that is all whataboutism, and there's also independent, like, other timelines and investigations going on for different cases. I don't like that narrative personally because I don't think that's a logical debunking or tackling of the negativity. And when I was seeing the journalists there, like, staying there for like 48 hours, ready to just like bite on it, and them just like consuming their time physically, like a whole team. There's like a camera crew, there's a journalist, there's like, probably like a supporter that, like, drives or whatever. At least 3 people per media. And if you count like Korean media, there's probably like 10: KBS, JTBC, MBC, SBS, Yonhap, YTN, Channel A, TV Joseon. There's probably like more and more. So the main ones would be like at least 10. And like 30 plus people probably accumulates up to 50, just all using their energy, time in front of the gate of a police station to freaking get a photo and shame a BTS member that has just done nothing but good to the country until now. It's really hard to say this because, everybody knows that Suga messed up a little bit. Like, it was a mistake. He apologized. What's done is done. We can't, it's water under the bridge. Nobody says, like, what he did wasn't wrong. But at the same time, like, it's very hard to say this out loud because it sounds like I'm like defending the act of like drunk driving. But if you go into the details and the outcome, it's mild. But if you think of the principle itself, like, nobody should be given an exception because drunk driving, the potential of it and the potential outcome of it, it can lead to very devastating things. And I don't want to like startle the families that have like, members in their families that have passed away from drunk driving and all. So I don't want to dismantle, downgrade the severity of it, but at the same time, those reporters and all those teams, they're getting paid for all that. They're having lunch, they're having dinner, they're having like night snacks, they're probably going to the convenience stores, and they're probably looking over their shoulders 24/7 to see whether if Suga is going to sneak in or not. And I'm like, while I hate all the aforementioned narratives about the whataboutisms and, trying to downgrade the severity of drunk driving and all that, when you see that physically happening in front of you, like when you see those live streams going on, live streamings for hours and hours, even showing the nighttime until like daytime, filming in front of the police station, it's like, this is way out of control. This is like too much. It's too much. These people got better things to do, honestly. I'll just say that. Yeah, I was very careful about saying that because there are very conflicting opinions about it, and I feel like you should be respectful for any side if you're in like a, if you have different opinions and all that. But I feel like after seeing the photo line and the summoning and all that, the martyring, the witch hunting, and the flashes. Did you see that footage, that photo of the backside of the ship? So most of the articles were obviously publishing photos of Suga like bowing down and in front of the photo line, his face and all that with the short hair, and in a suit. He was being very polite. His TPO was perfect. But there was a picture that was filmed on the flip side, on the reverse side, and showing the journalists and all the flashes. So there was an iconic photo from Minijin's press conference too, and then people were like, no wonder she was under like great stress and anxiety, and she would like, babble on for hours. But like, if you looked at the photo for Suga as well, like those flashes, I bet there were like hundreds of them. And it was just like mind-blowing. It was just crazy. It was outrageous. It was out of control. And I felt so bad for him. And then he handled it like a pro, as he is. As we all expected, it was pretty obvious what he would do. Like, he would just bow down, say he was sincerely sorry. He would be, he would participate in the investigation responsibly, and then he would probably walk in. That's like what usually celebrities do when they're under scrutiny and all that. So he went in, came out, and that happened. But that photo, like after that, for a day, for like I think 24 hours on the Naver portal sites and the communities, obviously, as we dreaded, the pictures were circulated a lot from all different angles, 360 degrees. Everyone was like, wow, like we finally see a day of a BTS member. Like, it's crazy to think like a BTS member is under like a photo line for something negative. And yeah, the haters were rejoicing. The fandom was like, like, I feel like those pictures, the best thing you can do as a fan or as an army is just not to give too much attention to it. Like, clicking them or sharing them or whatever, or posting them just does more harm at that point. Like, there's already a lot of harm out there, but like, if I were to put it on my thumbnail, then it would cause like a second ripple effect. So that's why I was being very cautious today, because I feel like now things have just a little bit extinguished and have been a little bit contained. So like, we should be careful in trying not to like do anything that triggers the haters and give them bait or anything. So yeah, but anyways, the photo line thing was crazy. I just couldn't watch it, although the news, it was all over YouTube as well. It was on my algorithm, of course. And then I saw it, and it was just very stressful to watch. Afterwards, though, I saw today on the news that Suga put out a third apology on Weverse. Mainly for the fans, but he knows probably it's going to get publicized anyway, so he addressed it mainly to the fans, but the public as well, in the last paragraph, I think. I read it. I'm not going to show the full thing again. I don't want to go into full detail of it, but the gist of it is like, he's sorry, he apologizes again. He's sorry to the members too, he mentions them. He's sorry that he caused like some kind of taint on BTS's name, and he apologizes to ARMY as well, because there are some disappointed ones that you might not claim as ARMY, but apparently they claim themselves as ARMY. Yeah, so, and then like among the apology, there was one part that showed where he says like he was sorry about the confusion he caused with the initial apology he put out, and that's probably about the narrative going on in K-media and the community, saying that Hybe and Suga was trying to minimize the initial what do you call it? Gravity of the event, and that they were lying and stuff. Suga was lying and stuff. The details are all mixed up together. JTBC put out wrong footage, and there were media saying like he never mentioned that he mentioned that he only had one glass of beer and his alcohol level was like different. That doesn't make sense, and he was on a pedestrian road and whatever. And like the initial statement came out as like a kickboard, and then it was a scooter and all that. It was all so mixed up. So let's not get into the details. But then when I saw that line saying like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I apologize for the confusion I caused with the initial apology," I was like, good gracious, K Media got what they wanted. They got every single thing they wanted. Like, are you happy now? Are you satisfied now? Like, yeah, you got him to actually admit that he caused confusion, and you got him with his "you lied" narrative, and he felt pressure from it, and obviously would have revised the apology itself and said maybe they pressured him, or maybe he sincerely felt like that, and he probably looked through all the comments, and maybe, I don't know whose decision was to include that line, but when I saw it, I was like, okay, K Media, like, bravo, you finally got your agenda through. So yeah, what's done is done. It's very just aching, but it is what it is. Nevertheless, how painful it is, nevertheless, I would want to compliment Suga for his level of professionalism. That would be the level of professionalism I expect none other than from a member of BTS. It was just irrefutable. Like, you can't say anything about that apology. It's ironclad now. Like, it's rock solid. If a journalist tries to reference that, like, quote it in a misleading way now, then there's no saving for that person. That's just crazy. Yeah, and then I felt a little better, like, when I was seeing the apology, the third apology. It was like heartbreaking, and it was like so painful. I felt a little better seeing the comments, because usually, like, normally, as I've showed you throughout the past live streams, the Korean comments were mostly hostile towards Suga because drunk driving is considered very severe. They didn't know on the details. Normal people are just going to live lives. The only exposure they get to the Suga news are the headlines, and like during their commutes in the morning in like a rush hour train. So they're not going to go into all the details and paragraphs and JTBC faked the footage or whatever, it was a scooter or not. They're only going to fixate on like, oh, Suga did drunk driving, he's BTS. So that's all they would care about. But they've also, like, these people are not brain dead too, so they've seen the chain of events happening, and they've seen the photos and magnitude of like the journalist trying to like bury him and stuff. They've seen it all, and now the public sentiment has swifted. It's tilted now, and while it was initially hostile, people are now saying, this is too much. Like, have you not learned your lesson? I've been slowly, like, and quietly monitoring all of this. While I'm not that invested in the case at all, one thing I can objectively say is that you guys are taking it too much. Like, this is too much. And they were like, of course drunk driving should not be forgiven, and it should be considered severely, but it can't justify the level of negativity you guys are spreading, and how sensational, like, you guys are spicing this up, and this is just toxic, and this just proves why like the majority of journalists in Korea are called kiregis. Kiregi is a combination word of journalist plus trash. It's like siregi and kija, and this is why Korean journalism is effed. Yeah, so when I saw those comments, I was like, yeah, now finally people are kind of realizing. Like, these are normal people, as I said. Like, they aren't armies, they aren't antis or anything. Like, people on Naver are just going to be normal people. Like, it could be grandpas, or it could be like a 50-year-old dude just scratching his balls, or like grilling pork belly or whatever in his weekend day. They don't give a F about BTS or K-pop or whatever. And when these people are commenting, saying like, you guys are taking it too much, you know that the public sentiment has flipped. So yeah, like, I'm happy that the public has finally realized that this is going way out of hand, and I feel like that criticism is going to be delivered to the news agencies, because they care about their reputations too. And yeah, I think now the chapter is going to close, and it's just going to be, swept away. And all we have to do now is just focus on the positivity, keep on supporting BTS, Suga, and the other members as well. Suga mentioned in his apologies, saying that he knows that the other members are going through a hard time because of him right now. I don't know if that is true, or if, he was just being like, very diplomatic about it. But if it is true, I feel bad for the other members as well. Like, they're doing military service, and Jin's just out right now. He became the ambassador of Gucci, which is a very good thing, but he can't like fully celebrate and all because like of the climate. But yeah, it's very sensitive times, but I feel like this is all going to blow away in a few days or so, as long as we don't give it too much attention, we don't like circulate it, share it. Of course, we're not going to do it, but like, yeah, I think we just have one more hurdle to overcome, which is the final penalty, which I feel like is just going to be a fine. It's probably going to be a fine. Like, I have 90%. I'm 90% sure it's going to be a fine, and he probably will get his license revoked if that BAC number of 0.22 or whatever is true. If it's not true, he might even get lucky and not. I don't know if he got his license revoked already or not. Like, all the details are just like mixed up right now. So I think the worst case scenario is, those details getting out on the press, and then people are going to say like, oh, he only gets this much penalty because he's a BTS member, he's privileged. And if that narrative spreads, it's going to be very bad for him. I've seen articles trying to tap into like the subsidiary narrative, such as like, oh, he's been not very dedicated to his military service, he was snoozing off at like some kind of presentation, he wasn't attending his service diligently and all that, so there are further investigations going on. I think the military doesn't really give an F about those things. It's just people trying to get more stuff out of this, but in the grand scheme of things, I feel like, that one final announcement of like what kind of penalty he's going to get, probably a fine and max his license revoked. That's going to be it, and it's all going to fade away. So just to be optimistic, just to look on the brighter side, I feel like this could have been way worse. It was worse. It was horrible. I'm not trying to like downplay it or anything, but considering BTS's reputation and the fact that it's probably the biggest incident that occurred in a negative tone for BTS, I felt like, oh, this could carry on for like months or maybe even a year, where you could like eternally, perpetually tarnish their reputation, which would be the case for some antis, but they're jobless people we don't have to care about. And when BTS comes back, they're going to be strong as ever, so you don't need to even care about them. But as in the public's mind, I was like, oh shit, this is going to be dragged on for months. But then I feel like, a lot of people say HYBE isn't doing their job. They've messed up in the small details and stuff, but I feel like they are slowly containing and controlling the atmosphere and the flow. So it's very low key and subtle, but the fact that they have maintained it to just end in like a matter of weeks, I think that is pretty impressive. Just to look on the brighter side, okay? And I think everything's going to be fine from now on. So, yeah. Just to add a little bit about the public sentiment, I saw a lot of comments saying this is pretty embarrassing in a country scale too. So, what Korean people are most sensitive about is how the West, the West, I'm not going to say internationally, how the West, developed countries or Europe or America perceives Korea. And I saw a lot of comments quoting a French outlet, news outlet, with the title saying, this has gone too far. It's channeling the same energy from the Lee Sung-gyun case. And that was quoted and referenced by Chosun Biz as well, which is a news agency here. And they were scrapping those links and showing it to the people in the Naver comments saying, like, oh, foreign news outlets, a French outlet already reported about how, like, the Korean journalists are taking this way too far and this is embarrassing, we should stop doing this and all that. So, yeah, I agree. So, yeah, that's it. As I said, I'm not going to show any more details or like the actual footage or the pictures or the apology or whatever. I don't want the situation to escalate. This is a closed community anyways. There are more people that watch than usual, but I feel like it serves its purpose, just to give you a last update on it and then give you my opinion on it and then, just my personal point of view on how collectively the fandom should move, which you guys are probably already doing in an awesome way. But I feel like I've seen a lot of fans getting triggered and engaging in like news comments with like the Korean comments that are haters and like saying BS. I feel like that's unnecessary. That's just stirring up the pot. These people there are genuinely there just to fight, and they want to stir up the pot, and they want to prolong the controversy. They don't want this to end because they're consuming it as entertainment. They don't want the show to end, but because they're anxious that, oh, this is all gonna blow away, they're like, blah blah blah, saying negative stuff, and the army translates it and says like blah 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 and all that. They're having fun with y'all. No matter what you say, it's gonna be like, and then like, it's gonna keep. So I feel like just shutting down all the attention on this. Like, we've criticized the K media already. JTBC is gonna be under investigation from the KCC. You guys have already boycotted some sponsorships from the K media, so this phase, I feel like it has to end now, and we need to focus on the positivity and the fun stuff that is coming out. So that's just my personal opinion. You could say like, who the fuck are you to say that shit to me? I'm gonna engage with these haters and hunt them down until the end of time, and whatever. But my personal opinion is like, that's not helping. That's actually escalating the situation. Yeah, like trying to educate like normies about the situation isn't that much of a help too, because at the end of the day, I told you, like, a 60-year-old Korean grandpa on the internet isn't going to give a shit about what's happening. Like, you can say whatever the facts in his ears, and he's not going to be like, whoa. You can say it to like a auntie or whatever. It's just going to fuel up their, agenda to take Suga down and stuff. So, yeah. Oh, you've made Suga #1 in iTunes. Great. One good thing, Suga has a number of songs on the charts. That's awesome. Yeah. Psy supports Suga. Is my cowboy hat unintentional support towards the Psy Suga duo? That I like it. But anyways, I'm gonna cut this short here too because I don't want to babble on about it more than like, I don't know, 20 minutes or something. Yeah, for those of you who have just joined the live stream to watch me saying whatever I had to say about this segment, you guys can leave if you want. Like, I appreciate any kind of, you know, viewership at the end of the day. Yeah, so it is what it is. We need to move on. Living Sweetly, hey David, thank you for covering the story with respect, fairness, and integrity. Yeah, I mean, I would say I'm a little bit biased too. And when Korean people, random Korean people, I've been trying to ignore them, but when they stumble upon my live streams and hear what I got to say, they're like, "Oh, this guy is defending drunk driving, like he's like one of those brain dead international fans that don't understand Korean context and all that. He's like a Yankee." I've been ignoring all of those, and he's like, they're like, "Oh, he's got a K-pop channel, and of course he's gonna defend him and all that," but it's all irrelevant. And then on the side, there's comments about like Anna, she's a hater and all that, and then I get like grouped in and stuff, and the internet is always stressful, so let me just move on. Like, personally, I'd like to move on as well, so yeah. Yeah, so happy birthday. Thank you, Sarah. So my birthday's on August 29th. It's 3 days left. So let's move on to the birthday topic. Before we go on, I just noticed there were some purchases on Pedo. So thank you. Oh yes. Andrea bought the bag. And Akanchaya, thank you for the 35 on PayPal. Happy birthday, Dave, and enjoy your day. Pizza. 20 from Saritha, thank you. Happy birthday, Dave, and enjoy your birthday, and wish you lots of happiness. And that got cut. And may all your wishes come true. My wish right now is just for everything to calm down. And my wish is for Korean media, and in particular, to mature and learn. Yeah. It's stressful. 700 people watching. Please smash that like button if you can. And if you want to support the stream, Patreon is the best way. PayPal, buy me a coffee. Everything is appreciated. Artemis, thank you for the €5. My birthday is today, 25th. Is yours tomorrow, 26th? No, it's on the 29th. Happy birthday, Artemis. I'm sorry I can't highlight your comment because it's past. Yeah. But, yes. Club Virgo. Yes. My birthday's on Tuesday. Happy birthday. You should do a staycation to vlog it. I'm gonna do a staycation in, August, September. Yeah. For Koreans, I don't know, maybe it's a me problem, but for me, because in Korean we don't have names for the months. It's not like January, February, March, April, May. It's like month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right now it would be month 8, right? As you put it in numbers. We don't have particular names, so whenever I think of like the months that are in the latter side, I have to go through all the things again, like January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. And it's like a chain effect. You know, like your brain only memorizes September when it's after August, and then it's September, and then what's the right pattern, like what's the right sound, and then you go to like October, November, December. Oh, that sounds right. So October is the 10th. And so, yeah. Like, I always have to go through that, and it's the same with currency as well, or like numbers, like, oh, how much is 1 million pengman? You know, like there's three more zeros attached, and so I got it hard. Salma, thank you for the €2. Pizza, thank you so much. How much is shipping to the US? It differs per weight. But for the bags, I assume it's not going to be that much. Let me actually check. I can check. Mm, the bag is very. Oh, so you didn't. Okay. Shipping is, if you use Express, it's over 20. But if you use like the ordinary one, which still arrives within a week, that's fifth. I think it's 16 to 18. Yeah. So I would recommend buying buying other add-ons, like, I don't know, a cup or like some accessories, because the shipping cost, it's a one-time fee, and you want to get the most out of it, right? So yeah. Is your fan mail address posted anywhere? Happy early birthday. Hello, Josh. My fan mail address? I don't know. I would appreciate anything via DM or Instagram at justdavid_92 or koreanpizzaclub@gmail.com, or you could send me direct messages on Patreon as well. Even if you can become a free member, and you can send me messages from what I know. Yeah. Do you think the K media is trying to cover up the death of the investigator's case? But no. As I told you, like, I'm not very fond of that narrative. Like, I don't think it's trying to cover up anything. It's just happened in the similar time frame, and for every single celebrity case out there that happens, that narrative has always existed. There's always some kind of political thing going on in the country, because that's the nature of countries, right? So yeah, I'm gonna drink my yogurt. Great, Sandra. Okay, so tell me what you do on your birthdays. So, as I've mentioned before, I'm not a very big birthday person, because, like, I'm like, what's the point of celebrating birthdays? My mentality is like, on my birthday, I actually gift something to my mom, because, like, of course it's a happy day that I've come out to the world too, but, like, the person who did the hard work and was going through so much pain on that day is actually your mother. So I feel like, it should be a mother equivalent of Mother's Day when you're, yeah, born. I don't know if my logic is twisted, but I've always felt like that, and I'm always like, like, let me take you out to a good restaurant, and we can have a good meal together. So I've always just celebrated, quietly with my family, with my grandma and my mom and my dog. Get like a Baskin Robbins ice cream cake, $20 one, and just share it all together. And that's just the wholesome birthday party I always aim for. And we probably get some nice dinner at like a Chinese restaurant or something. It was never something over the top. I've never done anything of like a party for a birthday. The closest thing I've probably done to a birthday is like when I was in elementary school, when I just first came to Korea, and then I was getting bullied. I was an outcast because of my Seoul accent and my very like weird Korean accent, because I was from America. And because my mom wanted me to like mingle better with the kids, she invited them over to our house, and she made like japchae and all the party food, and got a cake and treated them well, and then sent us to like PC rooms and paid for the whole like 2 hours and stuff. So I think that was the biggest birthday I've ever had. And other than that, I've never done like a party celeb, even when I become like an adult, I've never went to any of those like popular, for girls, like, no shade. I told you this in the last live stream, but I feel like it's kind of cringe when you do like, balloons, shiny, like, all these party ornaments, and you rent a room and you pop champagne and you have like a massive birthday cake and you give gifts together and you like ribbons and like princess. I have a tiara and like selfie together, birthday girl, and all that, and I'm the most special person in the world today. Okay, shade. Yeah, honestly, shade. Don't get offended if you're that type of person. It's just not my vibe. I'm not on that frequency, okay? Whenever I see that on Instagram, I'm like, yeah, I would have normally commented happy birthday, but let me just put a like and then just move on, because I can't stand those kind of... It gives me kind of like goosebumps. I think there's a type for that for girls, and then there's a type for like clubs, so they get like a seat, a table, and then they probably order like an expensive a whiskey bottle or something, and then the club starts, playing that congratulations, and then like they have like a whole LED screen and says like today is David's birthday, and then there's like these girls coming out with like the sparkling, candles and all that, and I guess that's fun and lively, and if you want to do it, like it's your freedom, it's not hurting anybody. I just feel like it's kind of cringe and kind of over the top. Like maybe I just have like a weak self ego. I'm like, I'm just a person, like, yeah. So for me, birthdays are just like appreciating my existence and reflecting, oh, 1 year has passed. What have I achieved? What do I need to do more? What can I give back to the people that has shown love to me? Which always returns to the original point, which is family and my mom. And all the support, and my dad, financially taking care of the family, like my grandma always taking care of my chores and like the food, and my dog, who's always my biggest emotional support at this point. So yeah, I've never felt very sad or like anything compared, like a lot of people, I think that's kind of effed up, like thinking it's lame that you send your birthday party, you have your birthday with a small group of people, like your family or like one or two friends. They think like an extravagant, Wolf of Wall Street kind of birthday party is like, I'm proving my influence and my network and my connections and my friend group and all that, and they want it to be as lavish as possible. I honestly feel like, as I said, I genuinely think it's cringe. It's not even like I compare myself to them and I feel like, oh, I'm less than them because I have less friends or anything. Like, I literally feel like I could never do it even if I got like, it organized from people. Yeah. I guess it's just different styles among people, but nevertheless, for this year, I was like thinking maybe I should do something. Like, not something like what Anna did, like her birthday party, which I helped organizing. It was fun. It was fun helping out someone else's birthday party because it's not mine and I don't get the center of attention. As long as that's the case and I get to go and get free food and like get pop champagnes together and get I was like drinking all the booze there. If that's the case, I'm down. But if I'm the center of attention and I'm getting like those congratulations and all that kind of shit, I can't do it. But Anna was suggesting like you should do something for your birthday party, not because like I know that you feel like it's cringe or whatever, but you're a YouTuber after all. You have fans that want to share the moment with you, that can celebrate with you. And she was like, you should definitely do a live stream, as she did. Like, she was doing a live. That was very funny because like there were two tables. Everybody on the other side of the table while Anna was doing a live stream doing her birthday party, they were like, wow, she is a real YouTuber after all, like influencer. And it was half teasing, half shade, but half, funny. And no spite or negative like energy in any ways. Like, the guys were like, wow, she really has some balls to do like a live stream during a birthday party. But yeah, like what she proposed, saying like, David, you have a lot of fans that would want to like, celebrate together with you. I feel like it's gonna be good just to like do a little something rather than just like, passing it away quietly without doing anything. I was like, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, organizing something like that itself. So an idea came from a subscriber, a viewer last time. Let's do like a Zoom party or something. Organizing something that itself is work too. It's also work too, like it's my birthday party and I should feel like I need to be refreshed and like comfy, right? But if it can be consumed as fun content in somehow, and I can make it as like a content, then it would have meaning. But if it's just like a, I don't know. True, it's once a year. Why not? Yeah, I guess that was the mentality. So yeah, I'm considering. I have 3 days left, but what can I pull off in 3 days? Let me see. Let me scroll up and see some comments. Eat out or go shopping with your friends. You celebrate with your family. Yes. Is that a common practice, gifting to your parents on your birthday? I don't think it's that common, but I do think a lot of people realize and acknowledge that fact. I ordered a cake and we'll have some friends over for tea and cake. That's good. That's good. You should do some kind of gift registry so we can send you things. Oh, that's a good idea. I like that. Yeah, I've seen people do like wish list kind of things. Yeah. I don't know if you can crowdfund for the wish list because the things I want are pretty expensive. I want a Sony A7S. I don't know. So like everything's geared towards like content production. Yeah. I would like a Sony A7S III. You used to go to the zoo for photography before COVID. Wow, that's very special. Was that your annual routine for like celebrating your own birthday? That's very cute and special. Yeah. You don't celebrate your birthday. I send my mother gifts instead since I became an adult. Yeah, exactly. I think I've been in the same mentality ever since I've been an adult too. Yeah. And also, it's the sentiment of like surpassing 30. I know it's like a emotional threshold, but once you pass 30, it's like celebrating your birthday is happy, but kind of depressing at the same time. It's like, oh yeah, the another year has passed. I'm 32. Okay. I'm no longer accepted in Hongdae. I should have probably bought a house by now. My friends are getting like this much in their companies as salary. What have I achieved? Uh-oh, I'm in big trouble. Fuck my life. I disappear and claim I decide what company what I want on my birthday. I think the best form of a birthday for me, honestly, if I were to be selfish, would be like kind of like you, Gian, as you said, a getaway, like going to Bali or the Maldives or somewhere tropical and just spend a full day without thinking of any work, anything, any of my concerns, and just staring and gazing into the horizon, the ocean and the beach, and just like reading a book, sipping on a mojito, you know, getting a tan maybe, hearing the waves and people just laughing, seeing the sunset, getting some nice food. It would be the best if I had a partner, obviously, a romantic partner, and then sharing the evening together and having just the perfect day. That would be like my ideal thought of like a birthday if I were to celebrate, rather than like a, you know, ooh, party and getting effed up and stuff. Such a Virgo. David, some people have no support. Yeah, I guess in that sense, I'm lucky to have any kind of support or like people that care about me. I'm too introverted for all of that. I usually just eat a good meal with my family. The older I get, the less I do. Exactly. This is just me. This is me. It's very fun to hear what y'all do on your birthdays. I get sad on your birthday. I mentioned this too. I feel bad for the workers who have to sing and do the cringe stuff. It's so hard to earn money. That's true. Yeah. My birthday is in January 2nd. Everyone's done with celebration, so I enjoy a quiet, relaxing day. Oh, because it's like New Year's. Yeah, it's New Year's, and everybody's done partying and stuff. I agree. The princess party describes Anna's birthday. No, I wasn't throwing shade to Anna. Okay, she needs to drop the MBTI stuff in real life. Okay. Yeah, you're going too far with that. Yeah, don't be mean. Hey, Shireen. Happy birthday, David, with the pizza. Thank you. Many years ago, my spouse gave me, the world's biggest introvert, a surprise 30th birthday party, like people even from out of town party. Totally shocked he has never done that again. I would be totally shocked too. Yeah. I get like that on my birthday as well, but I actually think it's great that some people get excited about birthdays instead of depressed like me. Yeah, it's just a difference of personality, I guess. Yeah. I'm more leaning towards you. Yes, we are talking about how I should celebrate my birthday party, whether I should do something or not. You know, last year, I just did whatever I described right now. I just had like a nice, family gathering with my mom, grandma, and my 2 dogs, and we went to like a fancy Chinese restaurant. Got something. It's because my grandma only likes Chinese food when she eats out. Maybe Korean, but Korean's like mostly for old people, and I don't like that. So, yeah, we usually just go to a fancy Chinese restaurant, get some ice cream cake, and then do the blowing candle ceremony. I want to skip that even too, but for some reason my mom always wanted to document, like me blowing the candle with my 2 dogs on my arms. Because I guess that is a little bit adorable, and then she just documents it and then sends it over to my dad. I guess it's for my dad because my dad's always, he can't make it to Seoul. He's always in Busan. But I appreciate my mom actually coming up. She's actually coming on Tuesday to Seoul for multi-purposes, like my birthday's here too. And moms always want to cook you seaweed soup, miyeokguk, on birthdays. That's a Korean traditional thing. You always have to eat seaweed soup on the morning of a birthday. And I do not know the exact origin of it, but I think it's related to the well-being of the mother that has just given birth, because seaweed soup has a lot of iron in it, I think, and that is very good for recovery for the after the pregnancy and the birth. Yeah, but seaweed soup, I really like seaweed soup. So, and I like the feeling that, I usually just skip mornings and stuff, but you feel the warmth of the soup and your mother's, affection towards you and stuff, love towards you. Just like BTS members in the past, celebrating with ARMY with a live stream. Yeah, that would be cool too. I'd love to celebrate with you, but I support you no matter what. Thank you. Doesn't have to be exactly on your day though, right? So if I were to organize something similar to a party or a gathering, it would be on a weekend. I would not do it. So the 29th is a Thursday here, and this is going to be a very tough week for me because like my freelance job, they've already foreshadowed that it's going to be a very bumpy week this week because we got some work coming in. I'm probably going to be preoccupied with a lot of stuff. I have some mentorings to do. I probably have like 6 mentorings, like 2 hours each to do, about e-commerce and stuff, and then I have to manage Pedo, so all the work over there. I have to upload 3 content on my KPC. 2 of them are in approval. 1 of them I have to finish the detailed editing and send it over for approval. And then my editor has already finished 3 of the interview video drafts, so I need to put subtitles on it and all. So it's a full week. I don't think I would have time to do anything out of the norm to organize something for my birthday, but if I were to do something, I would probably do it on the weekend. Yeah, Saturday or Sunday. But then, I have to prepare for the Singapore thing too. So I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be going to Singapore at the end of October because I become like a media ambassador for this event. So I need to prepare like a proposal or a media kit for that too, and then I need to go to Daegu on the. Wait, am I going on the 28th? Holy God! Wait, don't tell. No way. I don't think it's. Well, I'll have to check, but I have to go to Daegu for a lecture. And they're expecting me to send the materials, like the presentation sheet, by this week too. So this week I'm dead. Yeah, it's my birthday week, but it's gonna be the busiest week ever. I need to do a business meeting with Oblong too on Wednesday, so I need to go over to Seoul Station. I need to write two content plans for SBA until the 2nd. So my weekends are occupied too. Well, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be feasible to do something. Yeah, yeah. I suddenly got depressed. Ah, gosh, why is this week so? Oh my gosh! And then like I'll have to take out time for us, like our family, to go out to have a dinner. Well, I could probably be tackling one of those tasks in that time. You know, like if you think about a dinner, you might think it's just an hour or two, but like if you're moving with your grandma and stuff, like things are slowed down to like 0.5, and once you're done with the whole occasion, it just probably deletes your whole evening. So yeah, Baskin Robbins cake is the best on birthdays. I agree. Yes, make sure to like and subscribe. Yes, please like. I usually work on my birthday, but I like to bake a cake at home. Bake a cake at home and eat a nice dinner with the loved ones. There have been some birthdays that have stunk or even have been forgotten, so I keep it simple. Yeah, I think that would be the case for most people, right? People got normal jobs. They gotta go to work and stuff, right? Miyeokguk is so good, yes. If you ever come to Korea and if you want the best miyeokguk ever, there's a restaurant called Pungwonjang. I think there are branches in Seoul now. I know there's one in Hanam Starfield. I don't know if there's one actually located in Seoul. Let me actually check. But the first one, from what I know, is in Busan, Marine City. It's my favorite miyeokguk place. Okay, there are some in. I don't think there are any in Seoul. For some reason, they're in starfields all over, like Suwon, Gwangmyeong, Hanam, everywhere else, but there's no one in Seoul. I don't know why, but yeah, the franchise has started to expand, but I swear to God, that's the best miyeokguk seaweed soup you'll ever get. You have like selections. You can get beef seaweed soup or seafood seaweed soup. So you have like abalone and all that stuff inside. You're going to be very, very busy. Yes, I'll probably be sleepless. Last week was busy too, and I normally do not drink any kind of caffeine or taurine included drinks usually, but I had to stay up all night, so I had no choice but to drink some like Red Bulls or Hot Sixes or whatever. And normally my body doesn't really function well with them, but I had to stay up, and yeah. You love cakes from Paris Baguette or Carvel ice cream cake? I don't even remember the last time I've been to a Paris Baguette. I'm not a bread guy. Like, I'm sending hate again, but whether it be bagels, bread, cake, patisserie, or whatever, bread is bread. Let's be honest. Whether it's a croissant or garlic bread, or bread is gonna be bread. Like, I agree, some bread or bagels can be better, but you know what I'm talking about? Like, if I'm sending a lot of hate towards you guys, but you're bread lovers, but if there's like the worst bread in the world, okay, let's count it as a 0. Like, let's score it as a 0, okay? The best bread in the world is going to be max a 4 or 5, okay? That's like the spectrum. Like, Paris baguette is going to be like a 1, and then you go to like some of the good patisseries with the French chefs, French patissiers, and like the Tokyo patissiers. They're going to be like 3s and 4s, and like you go to like the Michelins and the all whatever ones, and like the London bagels and the New York bagels, you claim that it's awesome and whatever, that's going to be a max 5. So what I'm saying is, like, there's like a cap on how better it can get from the worst bagel in the world to the best bagel. But I feel like it's different for a lot of other foods, like whether it be pasta or pizza or hamburgers or actual like food. It can go from 0 to 20 or 30 or 10, or the range is bigger. But bread, it's going to be, oh, it's good. It's actually delicious. 0 to 5. You get what I'm saying, right? You can hate me, but you can argue with me, but yeah, that's just what I'm saying. Do you really trust your palate? Yeah, I do. It's so funny to trigger some people. I guess you've never had good bread then, David. I guess, yeah. Wow, I got a lot of messages. Lynn, thank you for the happy birthday. Pizza, thank you for the 25. Appreciate it. Carrie, thank you for the 20 pizza. Wishing you a very happy birthday, David. We appreciate all the hard work you do. Thank you so much. Trisha, thank you for the 20. Happy birthday, David. Totally can relate about how you feel about your birthday. I know you would appreciate this, though. Yes. Thank you so much. Doll Baby, thank you for the 5 pizzas. Enjoy your coffee without a bagel. Thank you. Min bought 12 pizzas. Thank you for the 12 pizzas. Happy birthday. Thanks for your content and live. Thank you. Pizza. Silver Sea OT7. Yes, OT7. Bought 3 pizzas. Happy birthday, David. Thank you so much. Mwah. And, yeah, Josh sent something on Patreon. I think it's a birthday message. I'll get to it after the stream. Thank you so much. Are you human, David? The bread is so delicious. Only average to excellence in my mouth and tummy. I fear for your life. Please stop. Is Korean pizza different from NY pizza then? I don't see NY pizza with sweet potato. Yeah, Korean pizza Club, that's one of the reasonings for the name of the whole channel, is because Korean pizza is weird. It's bizarre. It's like a whole freaking circus over here. You got bulgogi pizza, sweet potato pizza, corn pizza, what else? Like tiger shrimp beef pizza. There's like anchovy pizza, kimchi pizza, and there's like a whole carnival going on. Like, you got the standard pepperoni with like other, I don't know, red chili peppers on it, and all that mixed up, all of the above mentioned mushrooms. Yeah, so come to Korea, order a special pizza from Domino's or Papa John's. They have their local menus here, the weird ones, and enjoy. Yeah, so the reason for those of you who are new, the reason Korean Pizza Club is Korean Pizza Club is because I feel like pizza is the most renowned international food out there, which was adopted by many countries, basically all the countries, but was adapted in a different way in each country in their own character and personality. And in Korea, it's over the top and it's very special over here too. It's a Western food and Korean is Korean, so all that mixed together, diverse opinions, fun topics, and yeah, all that. I just felt like pizza would well represent it and the fun aspect of Korean pizza, yeah, all of that. So it's a mix of all of that. I didn't articulate that in the most presentable way right now, but you get the gist of it, right? Kez, thank you for the 3 pizzas. Pizza, happy birthday, David. Thank you so much. Korean pizza sounds delicious. Yeah, it's delicious if you select the right toppings. Yeah. Yeah. Like if you get something like Irish potato, but you have cheese powder and sweet sugar powder on top, stuff like that, with corn and jalapenos, then you're kind of effed. Yeah, I've had some weird pizzas before. Stacy Sombe, thank you for the 15. Happy birthday from a Parisian topping. I wish to let you taste some good croissants. Croissant. And a bread masterclass one day. Thank you. The rest of the message is cut off, but I'll get back to it. Bread from France is next level. It just is. Okay, I'm sorry. I might have triggered too many people. What's the code for 10% on Pirozo that you've mentioned? The code is KPC. If you've used it once, then I'm sorry, you can't use it twice. It's a one-time code. KPC. Tell an Italian that, uh-oh. They'll probably kill me, right? Have you ever had an Aussie-themed pizza? I think we had like an Aussie-themed pizza here. It's like, what do you call this, like Aussie beef? There's a word for it. It's just not popping up in my head right now. The word for Australian beef. The cow. Oh my god, am I getting dementia already? Why can't I think of it? You guys probably know in the comments. Jin bought pizza for the high school students when he visited for Ranjin. Really? The best pizza is the pizza you eat at Han River. You order it, you go to the delivery zone, you get the pizza, and then you take it to your picnic. What do you call it? The thing you sit on for the picnic, and then you open it, and you have beer and Coke Zero next to you, and you're looking at the river and just like enjoying and munching on pizza. That's the best. It's not Wagyu. Wagyu is Japanese beef. Angus. Yes, Angus. So we have, I think in Domino's they have Wagyu is Japanese. So wa in Chinese character, that stands for Japan, wa. So if you're a fan of One Piece, wa no kuni, the arc, the wa no kuni arc is the Japanese country arc. It means we. Like we pronounce it as we in Korean, but it means Japan, the people of Japan. So wa is Japan, and Q is cow. So yeah, Japanese cow, Wagyu. And Han-u is Korean beef. So Han means Korean. So our country is called Hanguk, 대한민국. So we always have Han in there. And then U is cow. So it's Korean cow. So Japanese and Koreans share a lot of similarities in pronunciation because it all comes from Chinese characters, and Japanese colonized Korea, and there was a lot of mixing, and then Korean people crossed over. Like actually, Chinese characters crossed over to Korea. Korean people first went to Japan and met with the indigenous Japanese people. They mixed, and then Japanese came back and colonized our country. So there's a lot of like intermixing in between. So the language all got tangled. So there are a lot of similarities in pronunciation. So like the pronunciation of how like we say cow, it's the same Chinese character. So Japanese pronounce it as Q, we can pronounce it as U, all that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Angus isn't only Australian. Well, I've heard the word Angus in Australian terms in Domino's Pizza, so I don't know why. Let's see. Domino Angus, Black Angus steak pizza. Yes. Black Angus steak pizza. So I'll show you how it looks. This is Domino's Black Angus steak pizza. And by the looks of it, I don't know if you would call this appetizing. But yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, it has Black Angus steak, it has lobster balls, and a mozzarella cheese, cheddar cream, ricotta cheese, and all of this together. Yeah. And I think I remember the commercial being set in like Australia and something. The cow breed is from Scotland in the UK. Really? Okay. I didn't know that. It's Scottish. Oh, okay. It's originally Scottish. Okay. Yeah, when I went to Australia, where was it? I kind of forget everything from Australia. There was a version of Burger King. Hungry Jack's. No, is it Hungry Jack's? I don't know. It's the equivalent of Burger King, but in an Australian version. I think it was Hungry Jack's, and then there was a menu there that was like Angus patty burger or something. And I think that's where I got the impression very strong that like Angus was somehow Australian, but okay, I know it's Scottish now. Domino pizza. Domino pizza. Topping. Yeah. I'm looking at all these toppings, and I actually love the seafood toppings you can see over here. King prawn seafood pizza. Oops. King prawn seafood pizza. That looks good. Whatever this is. Yeah, look at that. This is called the Blockbuster 4 pizza. Damn, it's expensive. It's like $30. And pizza here in Korea is like just so small. There's a Sunny K rib and cheese. What the hell? Yeah, let me put it in English so you guys can actually see. What the hell? Beef is Australian, yeah. See? McCorn bacon. McCorn bacon. So it has truffle. I told you they have truffle everywhere nowadays. Quattro cheese fondue, cheddar, mozzarella, mac and cheese, corn, mozzarella and bacon. Yeah. And they have the classic ricotta, sausage max, potato, black tiger shrimp. I've tried this before and it was good. I like this one, black tiger shrimp. And then we have the avocado shrimp. And Wild West steak. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, these. Reproduction of the authentic grilled beef steak enjoyed by cowboys. Yeehaw. I feel like I need to order this right now. Product details. Real bulgogi. It's the Wild Wild West, but we have bulgogi on it. Australian grilled beef. That's funny. Yeah. And then we got the classics over here. So, New York origin, American pizza origin style with colorful toppings. Real bulgogi, our sweet potato. Super deluxe, super supreme, bacon cheddar cheese. And then, yeah, it goes on like that. Let me go to Papa John's. Let's see what they have. Papa John's. Oh, this is the mobile site. I don't know why they redirect me to the mobile site, but let's see what they have. Hot blast pepperoni. They have like jalapenos, panko, cheddar crumble, double hot, spicy Mexican, crispy triple Jones favorite, all meat. Yeah. Ew. Green vegetable margarita. What the hell? Premium grilled bulgogi, 6 cheese. Garden special, spicy Italian, shrimp Alfredo. Okay. Promotion of the month. Oh, we got an Ive Together set. Oh shit, this is hard because there's Wonyoung over here and there's Yujin over here, so I don't know which one I should get. I think I would go with the, Jones' favorite. It has like the wings and chicken strips. Yeah, and then Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is like a minor in Korea. I think they're not in a good condition because like I don't see many Pizza Huts. There's one nearby. Oh my god, what in the abomination is this? Gold Corn Harvest? Are you kidding me? They call this Gold Corn Harvest. Oh my gosh, that is not it. What the hell? Garlic butter shrimp, Cheese King, double cheese T-bone steak, Super Supreme, Seafood King, U.S. origin. Pepperoni lover. LA BBQ bulgogi. That's US origin. Aloha Hawaii. Ew. Yuck. No. No pineapple on pizza. What's another brand? Oh, Pizza Abolo gets really creative. Pizza Abolo. Yeah, why am I looking at pizza right now? Pizza Avolo is like a Korean brand, but it gets really creative with its toppings. Hongsong Hanu Kimchi Bulgogi Pizza. Holy Christ. Look at this shit. Oh my gosh. Stir-fried kimchi, Hongsong Hanu 떡갈비. Wow. What the hell? Yeongcheon garlic bulgogi pizza. Oh no. Single grain wheat dough pizza, and it has corn and pineapple on it. Ew. Yeongcheon garlic pepperoni pizza. Look how this pizza looks. Like, it's so weird. And it always has corn on it. It's like mini tacos on it. So weird. Shrimp and chicken. What the hell is going on here? Oh my gosh. Yeah, what the hell is this? 8 ingredients. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm getting hungry though. It's 5 in the morning. I shouldn't be looking at pizza. Please, David, stop showing all this food. I'm so hungry and it's too late to eat. That pizza matches your hat. Yeah. Korean, Australian, American, what a combination. Italians are having a meltdown right now. Holy Christ, aren't you a Christian? Yeah, I've heard some people saying, like, I don't know the origin of it, but I've heard some people saying that if you're a Christian, you're not supposed to say things like, oh my God, or Holy Christ. But my logic is, okay, Holy Christ, like, literally, it means Christ is holy, right? But then a lot of people say holy cow, too, to, like, avoid that. But holy cow, technically, is Hinduism. Because cows are deemed as holy in Hindu. But that's a different religion, so... Yeah, I'd rather try the sweet potato. I don't like sweet potato. I don't like the mush, too, either. Wow, Tamara bought, oh my gosh, 6 items on Piroso. Holy, thank you so much. Wow, that is a lot. And Yanis, good day, David. Nice to see you're live this morning. Just popping by to say hi. Thank you for bye and have an awesome week. Thank you for the 20 pizza. Thank you so much. Did I shout out to Kez for the 3 pizzas on Buy Me a Coffee? Thank you so much. Eight ingredient pizza. Your stomach won't thank you for it. You can't eat all this stuff at one evening. It's too much. Yeah. Okay, so it's nearing 5. How long have we been live streaming? So it's down. We're down to 450 people. I guess 300 of them were mostly ARMY that only watch for BTS content. But yeah, I've been streaming for an hour and 15 minutes, so let me just do this like 10 more minutes and talk you. Since I've included it in the title, I will talk a little bit about, oh my god, okay, so this cowboy hat is not allowing me to rest my head on the back, so let me change hats. Okay. Should I just stream like this with my hair out? Okay, yeah. Oh, it feels good. The air circulating. Oops. But my hair is all messy right now, so I don't know. Yeah, I'll just put on a hat. My good old Under Armour hat. It's all like, you know, it has holes and stuff, so it's very cool. What's my favorite kind of pizza? Pepperoni. Pepperoni is always the best. So let's go on into the review for The Frog and Wonderland. So these are the 2 most recent Netflix movies and series. So first off, to start with Wonderland, it's a very Her, you know the movie Her, right? With I don't know the actor's name, but I know that who was it? I'm forgetting all the names today. Like the Black Widow, she's the voice actor of Her. I forgot her name. But anyways, if you've seen Her, it's a very Her-esque and Black Widow-esque kind of movie, Korean movie. But I wouldn't say it's dystopian. It actually gives you a little bit of dystopian vibes, but interprets it in a little bit of a more positive light. So the if you don't want spoilers, you can leave. I'll probably spill some of the spoilers midway unintentionally. But first of all, the reason I watched Wonderland is because the cast was amazing. The cast is like a blockbuster lineup in terms of like Asia and Korean standards. So we have Suzy, we have Park Bo-gum, we have Gong Yoo, we have Tang Wei, and we have Choi Woo-sik and Chung Yoo-mi. So those are the main actors, and even the B roles they were good actors as well. But just looking at that lineup, I was like, I gotta check this out because there's probably a lot of capital involved. And yeah, so I checked it out, and basically they have like a artificial intelligence model that you can sign up for before you die, or you're like terminally ill, or you're in a coma or something. So before you die, you contact this Wonderland service, and you sign all the papers and stuff, and they model you as a like you they insert your memories and all that, and they form like an AI, like an independent AI that lives in another place. But the concept is that the AI doesn't know that he or she is dead. He just thinks that he is in a very distant place, and that's because of a reason, because of work or whatever. And that's the reasoning why the AI cannot meet their family. So they communicate through screens like FaceTime. And there's like a mother and daughter relationship. Like Tang Wei's the mother, and she's like an archaeologist and supposedly digging up some stuff like the tree of life or whatever, and she talks with her daughter regularly, but she doesn't know she's dead and stuff. And there's also like a grandson and grandma, but the grandson died in an accident early, and the grandma wanted to see him so badly, so she revived him in the Wonderland. And the grandson is supposedly doing his studies in the UK in theater and all that. And Chung Yumi's parents are dead too, but she talks to them and eats with them every single day with the big screen on at home. She even shows her her boyfriend and stuff. And yeah, it's something like that. Susie's boyfriend is Park Bo-gum. They're both flight attendants, but Park Bo-gum gets into a coma, and then she misses her so much because she was so dependent on him. So they live together, so she creates a version of him in Wonderland, and she sets the setting as Park Bo-gum as a astronaut, like, maintaining a space station. So he's always in space, but the AI acts as if it's her like real boyfriend, and also like a assistant as well. Like the AI tells her to get up, remember her pills and medication, or her schedule today's to Barcelona and all that. And like it at first it gives you good vibes because these people are actually filling their void and emptiness with the AI. But then we see the side effects slowly. For example, because these are like generative AIs, and they actually have their own personalities, and they develop, like for instance, for the grandma and grandson's AI, the grandson actually becomes very like rude and arrogant, and he keeps on demanding the grandma, like saying like, I want this car, I want this new clothes, and the grandma actually has to like put in real money to like change his clothes or change his car in the virtual reality as well. And the grandma is like working so hard, and then eventually she does like 2 jobs, and then she dies because of that and stuff like that. And then in the case of Susie, Park Bo-gum, who was in a coma, wakes up and he's in recovery, but then because of his brain damage or because of the trauma or whatever, the actual person shifts his character and he becomes a new person, which is very exotic and abnormal to Susie because he's not the old boyfriend she knew. But then you look at the AI, which is still existent because she kept it a secret and she didn't unplug the service yet. But the AI is very consistent, and it's the person she knew as her old boyfriend. So she actually feels more attachment and familiarity to the AI. So there's like a conflict between that, and then the boyfriend finds out about the AI model and he gets pissed out for some reason. I would feel touched, honestly. But yeah, it's something like that. I felt like the whole concept itself is like very interesting. I like these sci-fi movies and how they entangle like the AI aspect to it and how the functionalities can be positive, both negative at the same time. How it can fill up the emptiness for human relationships and make smooth transitions into death as well. So there was this guy that was on his deathbed, and he said like, I want to attend my funeral. And they actually make a gigantic screen at his funeral, and that is essentially him, because it's all his memory and it's all his character. And he greets everyone who comes to the funeral, and the family doesn't even cry, because like it's so seamless, like it's as if he never actually left, and he just goes on a vacation to Hawaii and stuff. So yeah, it was very interesting to see that. The only problem, I think the theme and the cast and the acting, everything is top notch. But the only thing is that the unfolding of the story is just too loose. It's just like too slow. It's just very no stimulation, like no controversy. It's just very stale and slow, and it's an omnibus acts. So you see different stories from different people, and they don't really interconnect. So I felt like the framework or the format of the movie and the speed of it was a little bit of a turnoff, and that eventually kind of deterred the viewing quality or the viewing experience of the movie. And I heard that it got like pretty bad reviews online as well because of that. But overall, it was just a nice killing time movie to see. Nice visuals and food for thought, you know. Yeah, so it was very interesting. So you guys go check it out when you have time, but I can't guarantee the quality of it, okay? But yeah, it's called Wonderland on Netflix. Great cast. And then let's go on to The Frog. So The Frog is very interesting too, because it's about serial killers and stuff, and there's like this weird girl that starts to occupy a guy's cabin in the woods, like a vacation house. We call it a pension. She suddenly appears and suddenly murders her child and stuff, and then she suddenly starts to blackmail and gaslight this pension owner, and it eventually affects his personal relationships and his surroundings. Like his daughter gets kidnapped too, and he tries to save her, and in the process, like other people get killed. And it's very weird and bizarre, because like you would think at that point this guy just like goes crazy and just kills the girl, but he can't really do anything about her because like she's just very upfront about it, and he becomes like an accomplice indirectly, because like he didn't want to get into all of the mess, and he just took a blind eye on the initial like murder of the child. Like he didn't want his like vacation house to get devalued and like become a haunted house or anything, and that would take him out of business, right? So he just tries to ignore it, but then after that becomes his like weak point, and the girl like, you know, takes that vulnerability, and the whole story unfolds from that. So, yeah, that's very interesting too. And, yeah, a whole family is destroyed because a serial killer visits their motel and commits a crime in one of the rooms, and then the media and the press and the neighborhood all, like, you know, say that's like a haunted motel. It's like a serial killer motel. Nobody visits it. And, yeah, the child gets bullied at home, at school, and then the parents lose their jobs, and then the mom commits suicide. The father becomes crazy, and then the child seeks revenge for the serial killer, which is not brought to justice because like he just goes to jail and that's it, right? So it's that kind of story. It's very interesting. I thought it would be a very thriller kind of movie. The first 3-4 episodes, it has nice suspense, and you kind of expect something like Memoirs of a Killer kind of vibe, or like the Zodiac Killer or something like that. But then it actually unravels into a very unexpected like plot. Like the girl just becomes like, the girl loses all charisma at sudden. She's at first she's a very like maniac psychopath serial killer, but then she becomes a very vulnerable and very volatile kind of just woman. And I felt like that transition was very like weird, but the first three episodes got me hooked in, and the style of filming and the way the narrative goes on, it was very like the suspense building was good, but at the end, I just watched out of like, oh, let me just complete this. And you guys know I watch things at like 2.5x. I just skip all the unnecessary parts and boring things. And I just do it out of like research purposes, just to like let you guys know and keep up to date with the content scene. So I don't really like. Of course, I consume it as entertainment as well, but it's just usually over dinner. I'm like, what's new? Like, I gotta know about this kind of stuff when I'm in this industry. I have to like talk about it. So yeah. So that's interesting. So that's Wonderland and the Frog. They're the two new pieces on Netflix. So go check it out when you have time. I kept myself entertained watching YouTube and K shows more these days. That's good. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. Netflix K drama these days are kind of underwhelming. The last drama, which I sat through, the whole EPs were Lovely Runner and Miss Night and Day. Yeah, this is basically all spoilers. I told you to leave. Okay, guys. So, I guess if you didn't watch the movie, you can't relate that much, and that's why you're quiet. And the live stream has been going over 2 hours, so it's 5:15 a.m. in the morning here. I probably need to catch up with some sleep, get back to work because it's Monday. Hilda, thank you for the purchase on Pedo Pizza. Hope you love the products. And Richard, thank you for the 50 on PayPal Pizza. Thank you so much. 50 is a lot. I really appreciate it. That's like 5 meals for me at 편의점. So yeah, my meal plan is set for next week. Yes, with all your PayPal. So thank you so much. I'll try to buy myself something. I'll treat myself something good for a birthday. I don't really treat myself anything like a present, but yeah, if I can, I will try to set up that wish list thing and put it up on my community or something. So if you're a rich Dubai prince or someone, you can buy my wish list for me. Do people actually buy wish list? Like give presents? Okay, so wishing you a very happy birthday, David. Have a great week, even though it will be hectic and crazy. It will. I'm already drained just by thinking of it, but this shall also pass. Kepi, thank you for tuning in. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Spread positivity, everyone. Thank you everyone who sent their messages via PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, Piroso, and Patreon. And it's the end of the month, so I will do a new K-pop reaction compilation for August. It's going to be uploaded within a few Oh, I need to do that on Patreon as well. I have to do like a exclusive podcast too. Oh my god, I am so done. But Doll Baby, thank you for the 10. Pizza, thank you so much. Yeah, I need some rest to energize myself for the upcoming tasks. I don't know how I'll pull it off all in 1 week. How somehow I'll do it. Prioritize. Just get one thing done, move to the next one. Yeah. That was it, guys. Hope you have a nice day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Did I miss any super chats? I think I maybe did. So let me just check one more time. Still 360 people watching. Appreciate that. And let's see. Salma, happy birthday, David. Thank you for the €2. Yeah, I think I saw yours. Like. Yep. And have a good night, everybody. I will go to sleep now. Yeah, I'll probably just sleep here because going home is just... I'm lazy. My house is like 10 minutes from here, but... Should I go home? So, let's see. If I go home right now, it's probably going to be like 6 when I go to sleep. I don't have anything special in the morning, but I could use that time to finish up the editing. So, yeah, I could go home. Yeah, quality sleep on a bed is good. Also, I have to walk my dog too anyway, so... Yep. That was it, guys. Check out Pedoso, guys. One last promotion. Check out Pedoso. We are doing this fantastic pre-sale for the newbie bag. We have so many sales so far. 10% off for a time deal over here. You can buy, you can purchase it. You can purchase the key rings over here as well. Check them out. It will be really great for your daily look. And oh yeah, I should stretch this. Go check this out. Even if it's not the Noriga newbie bag, you can check out other stuff as well, like the Humble Plate. We actually have a collaboration with a offline cooking class in Hongdae, where they cook like traditional Korean desserts for foreigners, and we are sponsoring them with the cooking class dishes, with the hanbok dishes and some decorations that they can display at their site. And we have like a QR code over there so they can purchase our products there. But yeah, there's the diary. This is like a fan favorite too. We have the Jungkook bucket hat, which is always a favorite. The army t-shirt. The Pedoso t-shirt is going to be in stock soon. We're going to start printing it again. We have the BTS Suga bracelet, the MBTI t-shirt. I'm an INTP, so we have all sorts of different MBTIs over here. A bracelet worn by BTSV. Other different objects, incense holders, handkerchiefs, really cute dishes and cups, blog posts, and all this. So if you're just curious, you can go into the brands and just like check them out. Check them out. It's one of our favorite brands, Horoshi, Hangul cups and plates. Yeah, the owner of the cooking class really likes this one. So they serve like ice cream and Korean snacks on top of this plate. Yeah, it's really, really cool. Go check it out, guys. Okay, finally, I'll say bye here. Bye. Artemis, thank you for the €2. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chandler, for the happy birthday. The dishes are super cute. Yes, they are. And we got another purchase from Michelle. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Bye-bye.